Welcome to Brad's Collection and Braden's Toy Show.
Alright guys, what's going on? I've been having some requests on YouTube wanting to look at my collection. So this video is going to be a collection of the collectibles that I have on the wall in both of our rooms. Some of these are Braden's, some of these are mine. Let's show you what we have. Alright, we're going to start right here in room number 1. This is a Homicide ring-worn bandana. I actually wrote it on here. He wore it at the NWA, well, Mid-Atlantic Legends Fan Fest, August 4th, 2013. And he signed it for me at WrestleCade the next year. That was worn in a match against Damian Wayne. After that, this is one of Braden's items. This is Action Mike Jackson, legendary wrestler. He's in his late 70s now, I believe, and he can still go. He signed this shirt for Braden. Right next to that, I have Trish Stratus. It is a signed ticket to a Masters of the Ring show that I went to. Also in the frame, I put a signed trading card and a signed picture that had us with Olivia and Olivia Braden, along with Trish Stratus. Trish's son is actually like the same age as Olivia. I think he's like a week older. After this, we have a ring-worn wristbands worn by Andrew Anderson. Then we come right here. This is a very cool item. This is Facade, very cool wrestler. The Neon Ninja is what they call him. This is an armband that he actually gave to Braden after the match. And so we also had him... We also bought a bandana from him, so he signed the bandana for Braden and gave him the ring-worn armband. Yep, and signed that. Next to that, we have a Wrestling Eye magazine from 1986 of the Rock and Roll Express and Baby Doll, signed by all three of them. Some of the figures are in the way, guys, sorry. After that, I have an Ahmed Johnson signed shirt. I was talking to him on social media about 10 years ago now, and I was able to send several pictures, and when he sent my pictures back, he included the t-shirt signed that I didn't know I was going to get, so that was cool. Then we have two masks signed. I got them framed together as Rosie and Hurricane. They were tag team partners, superheroes in training. Superhero and the superhero in training. Of course, Rosie has since passed away, but I had them sign that. It's been a while now. And then we have the Long Riders. It is Black Bart and Ron Bass. Ron Bass has since passed away, but he signed this whip at a convention several years ago. How about Santino Cobra? I had Santino sign this Cobra via fan mail. Very, very cool. After that, we come right here. This is a spike, a golden spike, signed by Kevin Sullivan. And he actually had that at his table. It was from a bunch that he used to use back in the 80s when he played that gimmick. A Ryback armband. Great piece right there that he signed in person. And here is ring-worn Davey Richards wrist tape from Mid-Atlantic Legends Fan Fest, August 3rd, 2014. It was then a match with the American Wolves, Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards versus Country Jack, which is Corey Hollis and AEW superstar Adam Page now. And another wristband. This is worn by one half of the Rock and Roll Express, Ricky Morton. And he had this in a match with Doc Gallows and D'Lo Brown. And look at there, a bow tie from Ricardo Rodriguez. This actually came in a crate. This one right here, I have two items in one. This is a Nexus armband. It is signed by Darren Young, Heath Slater, Ryback. Who else signed it, Braden? Justin Gabriel.
Yeah.
Did I say Heath Slater?
Yeah.
I think that might be it. There's 4 or 5 of them that signed it. Followed by a Chris Hero signed armband. Here's one of my prize pieces. This is from an NXT show we went to back in 2016. Signed by everybody on the card, which includes Finn Balor, Austin Aries, Ty Dillinger, Baron Corbin, Asuka, the Revival, a.k.a. FTR. So, Alex Riley.
Marie, Manny Andrade.
Yep, so a lot of people on that one there. Then we come over here. I used to get the license plates they used to sell in WB Shop. So this is probably a good 25 years old. Stone Cold license plate, along with another Stone Cold license plate and Rock license plate. There is a New Day headband. That one's not signed. I have one signed. I'll show you in a minute. How about a Bret the Hitman Hart signed pair of glasses? Got from Bret Hart himself. And a Finn Balor signed half mask that they sold on WB Shop several years ago. We go down here. We got the Rock and Roll Express signed poster. We love the Rock and Roll Express. We have a lot of Rock and Roll Express items. How about a Fandango foam hand? Those are hard to sign, but it did show up. We got a Bullet Club poster signed by Adam Page and Chase Owens. And a New Day foam that used to come in a slam crate. That one's signed by Kofi and Big E. So let's go into, oh, well, we got one more item in this room. This is another foam. This is Two Brad Hacksaw Jim Duggan. That is one of the original foams that came out, the foam hacksaw. So now we go into room number 2. There's a lot more items in room number 2. So we're going to come in here and shut the door. And I'll start right here with the fantastic signed bow tie signed by Jackie and Bobby Fulton. After that, right into a Sting signed mask. This mask we had signed at a, was it Big Time Wrestling show, Braden?
I believe so.
And then we have a Cody Rhodes, aka Stardust signed mask. This was signed outside of a WWE show. And then we have a Medusa signed flag. That's actually from her, Monster Truck days. But still cool because I love Medusa. And then Goldust signed mask too. We got that at WrestleCade several years ago. How about a Hornswoggle signed hat that we got at WrestleCade? A Lord Humongous signed mask. Now I have lots of masks of different types, but Lord Humongous was a wrestler in the 80s, I think early 90s. Cowboy James Storm. We got that signed at WrestleCade. Very, very cool. We have a Willow in the Wisp signed mask. That's Jeff Hardy, of course. Signed that mask. And if you're a fan of Grimm's Toy Show, this is one of Braden's pieces. We sent Fan Metal Doo-Hop, and Doo-Hop had everybody on the show sign another picture and sent it to Braden. So that's very cool. How about a Mr. Socko signed by Mick Foley? This is actually Braden's Mr. Socko. Followed by a Stardust gloves. This was signed in person. Pentagon Jr. from WrestleCade, the first year he was there, signed. And here's one, a rare one. You ain't going to get any more. Mr. Wrestling 2. He's since passed away, but he signed that mask you see right there. How about independent wrestlers? The Ugly Ducklings, signed by the newly signed WB Colby Carino, son of Steve Carino, and his partner, I forget his name. We come over here to a Suicide signed mask. Suicide at the time, well now I believe he's been played by Caleb Conley, and he signed that for us. He was under the mask, but we know who he was. How about a hockey puck signed by the Goon, Bill Irwin? Great item. Got that on a virtual. Here we go is the Destroyer. He has since passed away. Very cool autograph he has on there. But I got that through him on his personal website. His wife made his mask for him. So they were always telling him before he passed away. And how about I spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool? Carlito's signed fake apple. Over here, AJ Styles signed glove. They had a meet and greet at a, what's it called?
Geico Center.
Not Geico. It was
I swear it was Geico.
Oh, well, somewhere. We went somewhere and met AJ Styles, and he signed that. Here we go. The List of Jericho. This was signed by Chris Jericho at a convention a couple years ago. It was a horror convention, but he was there and was happy to get my List of Jericho signed. How about Chris Statlander? This isn't signed, but this is actually, in 2019, she had a match with Su Yung at the WrestleCade weekend that year for Queens of Combat for the title. And she come out there and she threw these little stars around. So Braden grabbed a whole bunch of them. We stuck them in my pocket and we decided to frame them. How about this? I'm a Hugger. That's a Bailey signed headband, guys. We met her outside of a WB show. I had that in my pocket and she signed it for us. How about Johnny B. Bad? This is actually one of the dollar bills that got shot up into the sky back in the early 90s that he signed for me, along with a poster and a trading card. And Johnny B. Bad still, I'm a bad man. These are like the Frisbees that he used to throw out. So he had one of those he gave me as well. Here we go, the Blue World Order headband. This is actually signed by Blue Meanie. So very, very cool. Hope to get Stevie and Nova to sign it soon. We come to the next wall. The next wall we have signed masks from both Eric Rowan and Braun Strowman that I got from them. And a signed bandana signed by Mr. Number 1, George South. After that, we go right here. We have A signed cigar. This is a real cigar signed by Marlena. A neck brace, which is actually a sock with a padding on the inside, signed by Joe Gertner, the quintessential stud muffin. And a bow tie was included. And since this is kind of a little ECW part right here, I put a signed Bill Alfonso whistle. Next to them, we have, yep, some gold medals, guys, signed by, it's true, it's damn true, Kurt Angle. Up a little bit, we go up here to Repo Man signed mask. That's Barry Darso, aka the Repo Man. And then we go into, I like to decorate my masks. I like to put different items. So I have a mask of Aldo Montoya, who aka Just Incredible. Before he was Just Incredible, he was Aldo Montoya in WWE. That's a signed mask I got directly from him with a, what's it called? Bandana signed by Sam Houston and a hat signed by Bray Wyatt. Yes, it really is signed by Bray Wyatt.
Don't forget the New Day.
Oh yeah, there's my New Day unicorn horn signed by both Kofi. No, just Kofi, right? Yeah, I believe Kofi's the only one that signed that one.
It's just Kofi.
Yeah.
I don't know where
Or
the
Big E did that day.
Oh, yeah, I think it was just Kofi.
Just Kofi that day, because we've gotten Kofi many times. And how about this head signed by, what does everybody want? Al Snow, signature right there. I put on some Macho Man glasses. No, they're not signed. And some Natalia cat ear signed by Natalia. The next one is a head that has I just put a beard on it for the fun of it, along with some Sting goggles signed by Becky Lynch, and certified G headpiece signed by Enzo Amore. The next item is a Shark Boy sign mask. Love Shark Boy from TNA. Fix his glasses there. The next one, we have a bandana signed by, actually this one is Sam Houston. This one was Todd Champion. So, Sam Houston, Todd Champion, my fault. Wrong bandana. And then we have a Masked Superstar signed mask. That's the green mask with the red. Randy Hogan signed glasses, and Tugboat signed hat, all on one head. How about Pentagon Jr. signed mask with some American flag Kurt Angle glasses connected to it? We have a Ricochet signed mask. What did it? Puma, King Puma, or Puma Jr. What was it? Puma from Lucha Underground, along with some Dude Love glasses. We have. This is, wow, I'm drawing a blank. Let me pull the hat off. Oh no, I made a mess. Ron Fuller, that's right. Ron Fuller signed mask when he was a Tennessee Stud. The next one, we'll come back to that one. Then we have the Geordie Bulldogs. One signed by Sean, one is signed by Mark, followed by a second Rowan mask, because Braden had one and I had one. We have a Sin Cara mask, signed by Woo Woo Woo, you know it, Zack Ryder. A Mil Muertes signed mask. Let me get that one right here. Yellow. And let me put this one right back where it goes. This is the Assassin signed mask. It's Jody Hamilton. Yes, he has since passed away, but we met him back in 2011. And on him is an Atom Bomb signed steampunk goggles. Then we move over to my Sting section. This right here is actually the NWO Sting, not Sting Steve Borden, but Sting Jeff Farmer, I think is his name. The NWO Sting. Followed by another Sting mask, because this one was mine, the other one was Braden's. And the U.S. title, signed by current people that's held the belt. We got Lance Storm, Lex Luger, Dustin Rhodes, the franchise Shane Douglas, both the Steiner brothers, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, One Man Gang, Raven. On this side, I know I have Sting, DDP, Jeff Jarrett, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Scott Hall. So, very cool piece there. Down here, I have Bullet Bob Armstrong. Yep, the late Bullet Bob Armstrong. Signed that for me. Not long before he died, actually. This is a newer piece. This is the El Torito signed mask. This is a mask that we got for Braden several years. And after that, we have a signed mask of the Grappler Venditten. This is another one I just recently picked up. And a mask signed by Kane. Very cool Kane mask. Followed by, I'm losing my mask here. I have a mask here signed by Glacier. That's a Glacier mask that came in a Pro Wrestling crate a couple years ago. I emailed him and he let me send it to him and he signed it for me. A Zack Ryder pair of glasses signed. And headband. That one's not signed. I hope to get it signed next time we meet him. I've gotten several items signed so far. And then we go up here to my Sting bat, probably one of my prized possessions as well. My Sting bat I got from High Spots when he did a virtual. Oh look, there's a Bailey Bear from the original Slam Crate. Up here, we have the Berserker, guys. The Berserker signed helmet, a Brian Myers eye patch, a Boogeyman signed clock, and a headband ring worn by Rock and Roll Express's Ricky Morton. It's signed by both Ricky and Carrie. A little green mask signed by the Hurricane. He signed that personally for Braden. Had to pay anything for that. He just did that because Braden was really little back then. How about an Aces of Eights mask? This one is signed by Mr. Anderson and D'Lo Brown and Garrett Bischoff. Then we come here. Here I have a mask signed by the late Patriot Del Wilkes. Got that from him. Look, Patriot Del Wilkes. To Brad, best wishes. And a Jerry the King Lawler mask. There's the picture of him signing it for me. Jerry the King Lawler mask. Over here, this is a cool piece that I have gotten recently. This is a Dark Order mask that I got from Pro Wrestling Crate. Stu Grayson, Evil Uno, Preston Vance, and what's that other woman's name?
10.
No, Preston Vance is 10.
Oh, yeah.
Alan Angels. Alan Angels.
That's right.
So, four of them. And here's a cool piece. This is actually a ring-worn pair of sunglasses worn by Brian Christopher at the Over the Edge pay-per-view. I believe it was like $98, $99. I got that a long time ago. And I actually was going to get him to sign it at WrestleCade a couple years ago. He canceled, so I took it away. And then he wound up being up there anyways. I was so mad I didn't take it. And then not long after that's when he passed away. So, the next mask I have here. This is a Jimmy Valiant mask, Morrison pair of signed glasses, and another Bray Wyatt hat. That one's not signed. Oh, Braden's showing me things I'm missing. This is a Paul Heyman Paul Heyman phone that High Spots did when he did a virtual with them. I'm not going to show you all the pops in this video, guys. So if you're seeing them, look for the next video. How about a Juventud Guerrera signed mask? Very cool there. A Psychosis sign mask, and an Ultimo Dragon sign mask with a Godfather Pimpin' Ain't Easy sign hat right beside it. There's one of Braden's. This is probably Braden's prized possession to Braden. Happy 10th birthday, because he got this on his 10th birthday from Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Hall of Fame 2011. That was back, he's 13 now, so a couple years ago, 2019. How about this flag? I have signed by both Nikita and Ivan Koloff. Yes, Ivan has since passed away, but we met him several times before he did, and I got that signed by them and put up. To Brad, Buff NWO. So Buff the Stuff Bagwell. Got that at WrestleCade last year. Very, very cool item. And how many people have a signed Asuka mask? I have a signed Asuka mask, guys. Very, very cool. Got that personally from her. Here we go. Mr. Sacco. This was my Mr. Sacco right here. Very cool. Let me go right here. This is actually a signed WrestleMania 27 ticket by Edge. I had him sign it because that was his last match, of course, until he came out of retirement 3 years ago. And so I love that. That's one of my prized possessions, even though he's done came back to wrestling, along with an Edge signed card in the same frame. Mr. Butcher, that's Abdul the Butcher. He actually gave that to Braden. Braden was 0 years old when we met him. So I was pushing him around in a cart. I got an autographed picture of Bill because that was the first time I met him. And they gave Braden that. So that's very cool. And here's another Stardust purple. So the purple was mine. The yellow ones you've already seen were Braden's. That's signed by him along with the mask signed by him. Duke the Dumpster Drosy. I kind of put my stickers on there too, but that's signed by, not stickers, those are magnets. So not messing up the trash can lid. But trash can lid. Signed by Duke the Dumpster Drosy. And another signed Kane mask. 2 more items to go. We'll start with this one. This is a Colt Cabana headband. Colt Boom Boom Cabana headband. Very, very cool. And last, but definitely not least, another prized possession is a kendo stick signed by ECW original. So we got Sandman, Francine, Shane Douglas, Kimono Wanalea, C.W. Anderson, and 2 Cold Scorpio. Did we get anything in the room, Brendan?
I'm sorry?
We forget anything?
No, I don't think so.
All right, guys, that is the collectibles room and the collectibles we have in this room. So thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. See you next time. Goodbye.